Hey friends, I just want to show you this tool I made. It just occurred to me that maybe you would find it useful too. I use it every single week to track our inventory value. And the reason I have to use it is because even though we love InventoryLab, well, I love InventoryLab for the reports, we don't love it for listing and shipping. So we use Scanpower for listing and shipping, and we build our buy list in Scanpower too. And then we have to import our costs over to InventoryLab so that we can use that to pull all the beautiful reports. Now, we import our costs weekly usually, which means that in the interim there are always some items that don't have costs assigned yet. There's always a few stragglers, there's always some things that slip through. We have zero cost for one reason or another, and that means that our inventory valuation report isn't really accurate. If it's showing units that don't have cost assigned, then that's not the real value of our inventory. So I made this tool which will find the average cost of goods per unit, and then it applies that cost of goods to everything that doesn't have a cost yet. It doesn't do it inside InventoryLab. It's not actually updating, but just for the sake of this report, just for the sake of pulling a number, it will apply that average cost of goods to all the units that don't have costs yet. And that gives us a much better estimate of our current inventory valuation. Hope that made sense. It solves a problem for me. Maybe it will solve a problem for you. I want to show you how to use it. I built this copy just to give away. It doesn't have too much of our personal information in it. I just made it, I put some dummy info in there. And I also put written instructions, but I know some people learn more easily from actually seeing it done. So first you're going to go to InventoryLab, Reports, Inventory Valuation. You're going to select the date that you need and go get a cup of coffee while you wait for it to process, because InventoryLab takes forever to pull these reports. Here's what it looks like. So you can see the date right here that's already selected. If you wanted to, you could choose a different date. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to stop and wait for 4.5 minutes. But if you did select a different date, you would hit View and wait for the new information to come up. Then you will go to Export and OK, and you'll download that report. Then you will open that report and you'll just click on the upper corner. It's going to be in an Excel spreadsheet like this. You would click on the upper corner to highlight everything at once. And on your keyboard, hit Control-C. That'll copy everything that you just highlighted. Then you're going to come over here in this tool that I made you, and you're just going to delete all the information from before. Boop. Hit delete twice to make sure everything is gone. And you're going to click in the upper left corner and Control-V to paste everything there, right? So you're going to copy it from your own sheet and you're going to paste it in here. Now, for your sake, I'm going to undo that stuff so we have our template back. And it's going to look roughly like that. You're just going to have these columns. It's all going to be your title, your SKUs, this information. And then, according to the instructions, you just did step 1 and you did step 2. So now you're going to highlight the top row, go to Data and Filter to add those pretty little filters at the top. I took them off just so you could see me add them again, like that. I have a filter up here because I use this function a lot, but if you don't use that function a lot, you're going to click on Data and Filter. See, it added some neat little filters up there. Back to the instructions, you're going to highlight columns D and E. Then we're going to filter column G and uncheck the box for 0. So here we go. We're going to highlight inbound and on hand. And then on cost per units, we're going to deselect everything that doesn't have a 0 cost. So this is just the stuff that does have a cost right now. So the items that do have a cost, instructions tell you to look for the sum of those highlighted numbers, right? So we still have this highlighted, and over here we've got the average, the count on the sum, 1287 units that do have costs assigned. Then we're going to go to the Results tab. In this green box right here, I already did it for you, but we'll do it again. You're going to type in 1287. And what that does is that lets it calculate, it lets it figure out that there are 182 units in there that didn't have a cost. The average cost per unit for all the ones with a cost is $35.65. So it's going to apply that cost to the 182 units. And now, instead of the $45,878 for this sample sheet that InventoryLab would have seen, now it's going to tell you that your actual estimated value, that's inbound and on hand, is $52,000 and change. So that's the number you need. And just for funsies, I also put it right here in the instruction tab. It's pulling it in from that other box. So all you need to be able to do this is your inventory valuation from InventoryLab. You're going to paste it in there, you're going to highlight, you're going to do a quick little filter, and then you're going to come over here and put that number in the green box. The instructions lay it all out for you. Hopefully I made it easy enough to make it easy for you to do. Try it out and let me know how it goes.